Alright, guess what? My name's Platini.
And my name's Plaque.
And we're back with episode number
Dose
of 2 Peas
in the pod.
Let's go!
Hey,
And before we start everything, I don't want to say we're starting off on a bad note because he's transcended. He's gone to a better place. But I just want to say rest in peace to Jason David Frank, a.k.a. Tommy Oliver.
The legend.
A.k.a. the Green Ranger.
The legend.
A.k.a. the White Ranger.
Come on now.
A.k.a. the Red Zeo Ranger. A.k.a. the Red Turbo Ranger. Fell back, came back as the Black Dino Ranger. And for those who don't know, my man's 4-0 in MMA. Oh man, that's a large part of my childhood because if you know me, I'm a huge Power Rangers fan. Man, I really don't know what to say. It just happened, so I'm still at a loss for words. I'm still trying to digest that this even happened. How you feel, Platt?
Listen, man. The man was a legend.
Yeah, man.
When he pulled up into that Megazord and whooped up everybody that I thought was legend before him, Jason, come on. Jason was my guy. I was a Red Ranger, and then he came in there and whooped everybody up. That's when I knew. I was like, nah, Green Ranger is a problem. He's a problem. Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to the Green Ranger. Let's start that off. Rest in peace to the Green Ranger. More importantly, rest in peace, Jason David Frank. My condolences to your family, all of your loved ones, your friends, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers family, everyone who shared a piece of your life and everyone you helped in your life. You're awesome, man. Will never be forgotten.
Hey, man, this just goes to show you, reach out to those who you love, everyone around you, friends, family. Make sure you're always talking to them. A lot of people hide things that we don't know. Just reach out. Make sure they're okay. It's a scary world out there, but you know, what can we do? It's hard.
Give the flowers while they're still here. Speaking of Power Rangers, let me take you into our pulls this week that we got from Pills Comics. I had to. As soon as I saw it, I had to get it. I asked for Volume 1 and got more than what I asked for. I got all the issues of Godzilla versus the Power Rangers. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if the camera is doing it the justice that it needs, but it is fire, baby. I flipped through some pages. I haven't read it yet, and I'm going to already tell you the artwork looks crazy. I'm going to try to get to this as soon as possible so I can let y'all know. Another comic that I got because I saw the movie recently. I'm sure you're familiar with Dwayne Johnson. I'm sure you're familiar with The Rock.
Do you?
Yeah. I liked him as Black Adam, so I said, you know what? Let me get my Black Adam bag. Let me get in my Black Adam bag.
One of the few DC comics that we have in our collection.
But those are my 2 pulls from this week on this side. Plaque, let them know what you pulled.
Listen, man, I've been on Dan Slott's run of Fantastic Four, and I'm close to finishing it. I literally have maybe 4 or 5 more issues left, but then my boy Brian was like, listen, I know you're finishing this up because he's always giving me my weekly pulls, but this right here, issue 1 of Fantastic Four. Do you see the cover art on that?
Dope. Hard body.
Art is fire. So I'm going through my pulls in my box, and guess what? My man goes, hey, did you see what I left there? And I'm like, yeah, I see the comics. And he's like, no. I left you something better. And just to show y'all, I still don't have a spot for this. But, geez, Louise, look at that.
Super dope.
Look at that, man. That's fire. It's the color scheme for me. It's fire.
Very dope.
Shout outs to Brian, man. Appreciate you, dog.
Salute.
But yeah, talking about Phil's Comic Shop, one thing that we always told ourselves is like we've been to Tate's Comics, and it's cool, it's awesome. You know, you have the big Hulk in the back. The comic selection is crazy.
It's a whole different vibe. It's a whole different vibe,
and it's huge. It's like a mini comic mall. Like no lie. Only difference between that and Phil's feels is more at home. Like it's a home for me. I go in there, I smell the shop. It smells like that vintage comic book shop. You're flipping through them. It's almost like you're flipping through vinyls at the same time because you're just going through all the issues.
What's the word I'm looking for? Nostalgia.
Ooh,
seeing
the
all those
nostalgia, the
heroes.
smell, the flip, everything, all of that. I know everything's digital nowadays, but when you get a physical copy, it's nothing more than just like having it in your grasp, reading it right there, flipping through page, putting it back in the sleeve, putting it in the box. It's amazing. I started my collection, like a year and a half ago?
Yep. And now he's like 3 boxes up. On his way to a museum.
2 bins, half a bin full. It's getting crazy, but I'm not looking back. I'm not looking back, man. It's been an amazing adventure, and I'm not gonna stop.
Awesome. Matter of fact, since we're in the realm of comics, let's want to tell them about Chainsaw Man?
Ooh, I mean, look. Why don't you start it off? I read the manga, but I want him to spit his version of what he likes so far from the anime.
Yeah, he's more, like he just said, he's more of in the manga world. I don't really read, like, the only manga I've probably read is Dragon Ball Z, and that was like decades ago. So he always has the drop on me before I get to an anime. And I wanted to see Chainsaw Man. Of course, he had already read the anime, and I've been watching it. Put it this way, long story short, if you've been on the fence about Chainsaw Man, get off the fence, walk into the house, turn the TV on, and start enjoying Chainsaw Man. It's wild. I like Full Metal Alchemist, Ninja Scroll. I just said Dragon Ball Z, One Punch Man, Gungrave, things like that. That's
old school,
yeah.
the good, yeah.
Things like that. And it's very different. It's unique, to say the least. And like, instead of trying to explain it, please just go watch episode 1.
Episode 1's fire. We watched 1 through 6. We have to watch 7 now. We left on the cliffhanger. We're not gonna spoil it, just in case y'all didn't see it. Almost every episode is a cliffhanger, so be prepared, because you're gonna be left with, I want more.
The cliffhangers make me sick. That's the only con I've seen about this show. Like, you'll be in the middle of the fire, and it'll stop you like, are you serious?
Outro. It's fire though. I'm not gonna lie. It's fire. I get why it's like gut wrench, like because it's literally, we watch it weekly, and we finish cliffhanger. Now we gotta wait another week, but it's still fire. It's very unique, to say the least, and I just keep telling him to be prepared, because the party hasn't even started.
That's crazy. Considering what's going on right now, that's crazy.
Party hasn't.
I can't wait though.
And it's crazy how we gravitate towards these animes that have that trio. Like, we love Naruto, and the trio, to start it off, Naruto, Sasuke, and I'm not gonna say anything. But then the other trio here in Chainsaw Man, you got Denji, Aki, and Power. Then you got, the Sensei.
Like, what's crazy is, Power has grown on me in a comedic way. I'm not even like for the comedic stuff, but like, Denji and Power are hilarious. Very funny guys. Very funny.
Yeah. But Aki, who does he remind you of?
Yo, Aki gives me Levi vibes from Attack on Titan, dog. He gives me Levi vibes.
Super serious, snarky, not like very straight to the point, blunt remarks. He's not with the shits. He just wants to, hey, look, I'm here to kill devils. I'm here to do with my job, and that's it. Just like AOT, Levi's like, I'm here to kill these Titans. This is for humanity.
I felt the same way how I felt about Levi and Aki. Like, I was on the fence with them. I'm like, who are these? And then as the story rolls out, you're like, this is the loyal of the loyal. This is the most loyal. Respect. You need this guy here.
Respect, man. They're basically the glue. They're always the glue. Because if it's not for them, things will fall apart. Because look, leave Power and Denji to do what they want.
That is gonna get done. It's gonna get done.
Not a good look. But yeah, man. Shout outs to AOT season, final season 2023 is coming out.
Finally,
Final season. No more jokes. No more games.
Rumbling. Golly.
Nah, let me stop.
Finally.
Yeah, so AOT is gonna be finally dropping. Final season. That's another manga I had to finish reading because that 2.5 year gap of not having anything, I couldn't do it. So I broke. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna let y'all know that's actually the first manga I started reading.
AOT?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, I wasn't a manga reader before that. It's just they broke me there. Like 2.5 year gap. I said,
I feel you. I feel you.
There's no way. And I was invested.
I totally abandoned. I was so invested. I was hurt.
I had to bring him back in. This man's a rock. I'm not watching it. I'm not. I said, come on, bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna be good. Next thing you know,
it was worth it, but I was tight. Like, man.
Especially how they just left us now. Luckily, it's not a whole year. But hey, shout outs to MAPPA. Same studio that does Chainsaw Man.
Salute to them.
Shout out to them for taking over. That's another anime I want to put you on too. That's gonna be in the future. Jujutsu Kaisen, another trio in there. I know he's gonna like it, but MAPPA also handles them too. Their studio has been on fire. Like the animation's fire. The transition from manga to animation has been very impressive for me. Obviously there's always going to be haters. I'm always reading through the comments. Oh, they didn't show this, they didn't do that. But when you depict just a picture into a whole frame of animation, you have to appreciate that because that's crazy what they've been doing. Yeah, shout outs to MAPPA, man.
Once again, we just want to give our condolences to Jason David Frank and his family. Just a moment of silence from here at 2Ps.
Amen. And listen, man, to wrap things up, I appreciate y'all for once again being here, showing us love. Don't forget to watch some Chainsaw Man.
Please do.
Shout outs to Phil's Comic.
Salute.
It's always been a pleasure.
Last but not least, happy Thanksgiving. Eat well. If you drink, please don't drive.
Be safe.
Stay safe, please.
Be safe. Hey, man, we're in a day where Uber is available.
Use it.
Thank you.
His name's Plaque.
His name's Patini.
And we are
2Ps in a pod.